Lost Sci-Fi, Books 6 through 10. 5 lost sci-fi short stories from the 1950s. Written by Winston Marks, James McKimmy Jr., Richard Magruder, and Russ Winterbotham. Narrated by Scott Miller. Breeder Reaction, Lost Sci-Fi Short Stories from the 1950s, Book 6. Written by Winston Marks. Narrated by Scott Miller. The advertising game is not as cut and dried as many people think. Sometimes you spend $1 million and get no results, and then some little low-budget campaign will catch the public's fancy and walk away with merchandising honors of the year. Let me sound a warning, however. When this happens, watch out. There's always a reason for it, and it isn't always just a matter of bright slogans and semantic genius. Sometimes the product itself does the trick. And when this happens, people in the industry lose their heads trying to capitalize on the freak good fortune. This can lead to disaster. May I cite one example? I was on loan to Elaine Templeton, Inc., the big cosmetics firm, when one of these prairie fires took off, and as product engineer from the firm of Bailey, Hazlitt & Persons advertising agency, I figured I'd struck pure gold. My assay was wrong. It was fool's gold on a pool of quicksand. Madame Elaine herself had called me in for consultation on a huge lipstick campaign she was planning. You know, now, at last, a truly kiss-proof lipstick. The sort of thing they pull every so often to get the ladies to chuck their old lip goo and invest in the current dream of non-smearability. It's an old gimmick, and the new product is never actually kiss-proof, but they come closer each year, and the gals tumble for it every time. Well, they wanted my advice on a lot of details, such as optimum shades, a new name, size, shape, and design of container. And they were ready to spend a hunk of moolah on the build-up. You see, when they give a product a first-class advertising ride, they don't figure on necessarily showing a profit on that particular item. If they break even, they figure they're ahead of the game, because the true purpose is to build up the brand name. You get enough women raving over the new Elaine Templeton lipstick, and first thing you know, sales start climbing on the whole line of assorted aids to seduction. Since E.T. Inc. was one of our better...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?